The Great Beginning. The light dawns on Star Park, a place meant for entertainment. Now to destruction. How did it all begin? Well, it's time to dive into the early days of Star Park. Hello everybody, my name is Travis, and today we're gonna figure out how the Star Park went from once a fun and jolly amusement park now to a battleground for robots. Today, we'll be looking at some new clues that I have found and has come to light. These clues lie deeply within Supercell's interview with Apple. The developers tell us that Spike has friends too, Shelly and Colt. These important characters link the different worlds in the game together and reveal important clues. As it says so itself in this article, these three are key to important clues of how several worlds have been linked together. You see, this article states that these brawlers, these first brawlers, are the key to the start of the wonky side of the Brawl Stars, and the connection of this unknown worlds. Worlds, why would they say that when there are just themes unless they really are worlds connected to Star Park? Nobody just says worlds for no apparent reason. Okay, maybe some people do. But they usually, the proper terminology would be themes. Unless these worlds are really worlds. And these three connected them. By the looks of it, though, before whatever happened, before all this world connecting, this amusement park was supposed to be an amusement park. It's just this normal, ordinary amusement park. Literally. Which would explain all of the attractions that it has. So that means these three, who are most likely from our world itself, even though they're part of the Wild West world, technically speaking, will be the four founders of this theme park. But the reason why they are most likely from our world is basically that the Wild West has been described as a theme instead of a world. It says the setting of the game is not just Wild West. Supercell described the Wild West as a setting, while every other place as a world, heavily indicating that the Wild West is just a theme of the amusement park, and Shelly, Colt, and Spike are from our world. But how's Spike from our world? He's a literal walking cactus. We'll get to that in a minute. But first we need to find out, why is the amusement park now a battleground? And the entire place is locked up and filled with robots and brawlers battling it out. So what happened? Well, let's theorize a hypothetical storyline for the beginning of Brawl Stars. A storyline made with what we know currently about the park. So Star Park was blooming in development. It was growing and it was a huge park, filled with attraction and beauty. And the three brawlers were very satisfied with its progression, as well as the other helpers and the other workers there. The only problem they had was a severe lack in staff, but that was probably easily fixed with just creating robots to staff the facility. Things were running smoothly till the robots suddenly start malfunctioning. In a quick turn of events, the robots start attacking every brawler and every staff member in sight. The staff and the brawlers locked up the facility to prevent them from reaching the outside and fought for their lives. The fighting lasted for quite a while, but it ended with them victorious. But as they won, their vision changed. From here, there are two likely possibilities. One, they saw how powerful their bots were and saw a different potential, a new vision, a vision of global domination. Or two, the robots did not just malfunction, they were hacked and were deliberately attacking them. And they now form a resistance to protect whoever they can, and to stop these robots from taking over the world. Either way, these three brawlers are somehow in the middle of all of this. And as we said before, they probably are the four founders of this facility. But how did they bring the worlds together? Why are they in the middle of all this? Well, for that, we need to start diving into what are their roles. Why are they the three most important people of the Star Park? We'll get to the dimension and world changing in this next video, because as I'm reading my script, it's already way too long. How are these three connected, and why are these three the main people and the main clues? As in a previous video, I've identified that with the kill feed with the gun seems unnormal for everyone but Colt. To summarize, I believe that the gun identifies that someone who can't see is out killing the brawlers when they're supposed to die, as they're too tough to get hurt, since they don't really all use revolvers to kill and fight each other, unlike Colt. So they can't possibly be responsible for that kill. The video of this will be shown in the link description below if you want to know more about it. Since we know Colt is one of the three main players of Star Park, I can theorize that Colt really is the person behind the guns. Like, he's the only one to be confirmed using the guns as a weapon. And it would still make sense even if he's in the match itself. Another him off camera is conducting and eliminating the players for the experiment in the simulations. As well, I theorized in the previous video that they are robots and created as clones. The brawlers we are using are not the real brawlers themselves. But if you want more clarification, click the video in the link below. But what about Shelly? Well, Shelly is more like the face of Brawl Stars. Shelly is the trainer and the first brawler you get, and the one who teaches you about the game itself and how to fight. So, she's most likely the trainer of the brawlers for Brawl Stars and trainer of the clones. But she could also possibly be the head of the facility, as she is the face of the facility. And she possibly could either be the mastermind of the facility itself, or is the leader of this facility working under the mastermind, the leader itself. But we don't know who this mastermind is. And then we have Spike. The one person I said I'll get back to. He's like, you're probably all screaming right now that Spike very identifies that they're not from our world. That Spike is a living cactus after all, but Spike could be more realistic than not. As you can tell, as it's been theorized, what the Supercell did these brawlers in groups of 3, and of course it's the Wild West trio is Colt, Shelly, and Spike. And naturally, they're all from the same place. So if Colt and Shelly is from our world, Spike would be as well. Then how is Spike alive and is a creature that actually moves? Well, we know that Star Park has no problem at all building robots. What if Spike was their first success, their main creation, the first robot they made that's powerful enough and is a vision of power itself? The first AI they have created that can successfully fight. He could be the face and he could be the first of his kind. For that reason, he's very important and is part of the trio, as he shows the power Star Park has and shows what they could become. So that is why these three brawlers are key to this facility of Star Park and key to the lore of Star Park and all of its clues. Well, most of its clues. But I don't believe that they're the ones directly connecting the worlds. They are the face of the operation, so they can take all the credit and be the imaginary minds of them all. But they lack the skill and the ability to actually connect the worlds themselves. So the one I believe who actually connects the worlds are some of the other first brawlers that work supposedly under them. But that is the topic for our next video. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next video.